everyone, and welcome back to Liz Plays Elnard. This is episode 5. I just cracked a zero sugar ginger ale because my tummy hurts a little bit today. But we press on. We play some Elnard. Let me find the game here. Here we are. It's been a week, so not too long, and luckily not much is going on with this game, so I haven't completely forgotten what we're doing. The unfortunate part of that is I think what we're doing is leveling, although the thing that I always forget is if we are working up to something gold-wise to buy either armor or a weapon, so every time I start this, I have to go back to the shop and check in with our shopkeeps here. So it looks like I picked up the armor last time, most likely. And weapon-wise, I know we just upgraded Asuna. Although it looks like there's a new one, but I don't think that matters too much. As long as she can hit like a little bit with her weapon, we'll be fine. This is the big purchase, is the new weapon for Legis. So we'll head into the dungeon. I had a think about it, whether we were going to grind some brains or some spiders. I think we're gonna do some spiders for now, and if we are having to travel back to the inn too many times as to make it not worth our time, excuse me, then we will go back to the brains area. The problem with the brains area is that there are a lot of low value enemies. So if you get a bunch of those in a row, it's like super not actually very efficient. These spiders are just really annoying because they're really fast. But a thing that we'll remember to do is to use our water rune to gain our health between, or rather during fights where we're like safe to heal up. And I don't really have like a target level I'm going for. We'll just see how we do. It is Tuesday, the 15th of August, and it is fucking hot outside, is what it is. It was hotter yesterday. I think it hit 108 here, which it's not supposed to do, although I guess it's hard to say supposed to anymore, right? It seems like extreme temperatures are maybe the reality that we have to live with. It was 108 yesterday. I'm in the Pacific Northwest, so that's not great. And it's only big air quotes on only. It's only 103 or so today. I'm very, very lucky, and I feel very grateful and fortunate to have air conditioning. So it's not terrible. They are heat pumps, so they're not like as powerful as a like central air conditioning would be. So they're not gonna lower the temp down like that much, and they aren't as like my bedroom is like back down the hallway, and one of the heat pumps shoots air conditioning like down the hallway and in theory into the bedroom. But the bedroom is probably, 5 degrees warmer than the rest of the house. But yeah, it sucks. It shouldn't be this hot. Nobody should have to be out in the heat, and it's just sort of a bummer. I used to be a summer person. Like, I know there's a little bit, it's very contentious, right? Because I feel like there's this, this like idea that summer is the default season that people should like. So there is a lot of pushback by summer haters that assert that they do not like summer, which I totally respect. However, I guess I'm just a weather hater. Like I fall into no camp. I used to be a summer liker because I just like naturally am cold. Like I'm just more cold than I am warm, and I tolerate cold worse than I do heat. Like I just really hate being cold. So like if I have to pick, I would pick summer, but that's not really true when it's 108 degrees out, right? And I think that's probably true of like both summer and winter haters, in that we have like a lot of extreme temperatures, right? Like crazy cold snaps where there aren't supposed to be them, and these like heat domes that we keep having. It's a very depressing topic of conversation. Now that I'm thinking about it, but I think I'm a weather hater in that I never feel temperature comfortable, which is so sad to say. Now that, like, I don't mean for it to be sad, but when I say it out loud, I'm like, that's so pathetic. But I swear, it's like, okay, so it's 100 degrees outside. It's too fucking hot outside. And it's too fucking cold inside in the air conditioning. I'm like sitting there in my office at my day job with like a sweater on. I guess I'm just poisoned. So I don't need to go to the inn. Sitting in my office with a sweater on, my hands are like freezing, like having trouble typing, they're so cold. So that sucks. And then the winter, it's like way too fucking cold outside. And you're, honestly, the thing is that I'm never like too warm inside in the winter. Like I'm like too cold outside and I'm just a little bit cold inside. And then the spring and fall are just sort of like gloomy. Like they're just like damp and cloudy and gloomy. But I guess that's like the Pacific Northwest special, right? We don't get the beautiful falls. We get the like soggy leaves, what I call cloudy bright, which I would describe as like overcast, but you're still like squinting your eyes because it's bright outside. Is probably my least favorite weather state. Really, I just want it to be sunny and 70 degrees outside. Is that so much to ask? Hopefully I have not alienated anyone. I know people have strong weather opinions, but I think that like people would have strong opinions about when they are uncomfortable. And it's annoying to be uncomfortable when everyone else is like not, or otherwise like making themselves comfortable while you like feel like you have no power over your own comfort. At least that's how I feel when I'm like freezing in the air conditioning, or else just like generally not pleased with my environs. But that's kind of like fucking everything. Like I'm never very temperature comfortable. This is also sad now that I'm saying it out loud. I've never thought of it this way before. I do have little like really silly like fingerless gloves that I wear at work. They're not like your classic like Hot Topic fingerless gloves, but they're like performance like fabric, so they're just like made of like pure plastic or whatever. And I think the idea is that they're fingerless in that they are open at the pads of your fingers, like your very fingertips, so that you can like use your cell phone or whatever, but I use them at work so that I can still type. Well, honestly, they don't provide that much warmth. Gotta start asserting my environmental comfort more. Whew, that was a close one. What do I do? So they're both going to attack her, probably. So we're gonna have to use a potion too here and hope that they don't crit. I would love, okay, one used a defense down. I would love if, okay, they didn't both attack her. I would love if my guys would like dodge more often. Hopefully they're saving up all their dodges for the next boss, because I'm gonna need them. What else I've got going on, other than my weather opinions. I haven't been really watching anything. I am reading The House in Fata Morgana, a visual novel, and that is quite good. I love a spooky story. It has some of my I guess like this is spoilers, but not really like content spoilers, just like style spoiler, or like it's spoilers. If you don't want to find out, like go forward in the video a little bit. But it has like my favorite like kind of spooky trope, I suppose, which is like I guess a like sort of meta trope, like the game is haunted sort of thing. I guess like Doki Doki Literature Club did it a lot when it like took control of your mouse or whatever. And this isn't like that, but when you like look into the log of the text that you've read, there's like spooky messages in it. And that's extremely my shit. Like it's so silly. But I'm really into it. Like it's like you'll be reading it, and then and it's like, oh, no big deal, I must have missed something, or I need to go back and read something I already read. But then when you scroll up, there's like scary text in red that wasn't in the original text you read, which I imagine makes it really easy to miss, but it's very cool. Another funny thing that reminds me of is probably like the stupidest thing that I've ever fallen for, where I'm just like, this is so dumb, but I love it, is in Bravely Default, the first game, again, spoilers for Bravely Default, which is a game that came out 10 plus years ago, so go play it if you haven't. Is that like the tagline is like, where the fairy flies, or something like that. And it turns out that the fairy in question is evil. And then like when you go to the title screen again, because there's some like stuff where you have to go back into the title screen and like restart the game, and that kind of silliness, it like the letters fade away, so that instead of saying like where the fairy flies, it says Airy. That's the name of the fairy. Airy lies. And I'm like, that is so silly, but I love it. Love that shit. Sorry that I keep going to the inn, like, when I probably don't have to. I could be using my potions and things. It is just, like, I'm operating on pure instinct. I am, like, it is, this game is complete autopilot to me. I'm not even absorbing what I'm doing. Have we leveled at all? Okay, we're close. You know, I have a lot more patience when I'm just doing this for myself and I'm just like vibing out and going on autopilot, but when I feel like it's like made to be watched, I'm like, I am not just gonna sit here and fight spiders for 45 minutes, which means that I'm probably going to sell all my money for jewels and we're gonna make a boss run. I might save scum if I have to. Maybe, I don't know. It's just, like, not worth it. It's not worth my time to save scum. How much gold did we need? 4,800 for Legis' new weapon? Maybe 4,500? So I'm gonna get another level and then see if we have enough gold for the weapon and then make a boss run. I feel like in like lists of like mystery visual novels, House and Fata Morgana is always the one that like beats Higurashi on the lists. Like Higurashi will be number 2 and then it's Fata Morgana in number 1, which I think is like reasonable, but Higurashi is always going to be the VN of my heart. Although I say that, and I would probably still recommend Fata Morgana to more people than I ever would Higurashi. Like, the Higurashi caveats are long, and it's definitely not for everyone, whereas I feel like, for spooky stories, you can't really go wrong with Fata Morgana. So yeah, read it. It's good, it's spooky. It's got some scariness, it's got some violence. But without giving anything away, I think the most violent of the story arcs that happen in it was probably my favorite. I thought it was quite good, again, without not giving anything away. I'm almost done with it. I just like encountered the big decision portion of it, and what I didn't realize about the game is that it has multiple endings, and I kind of am a little bit bummed out about it, because it's one of those things where it's like I've been there's basically been no decisions. There's been maybe 2, and the way they read to me are like, do you want to engage with thing? And I'm like, yes, because I want to see what happens. But they don't feel consequential. Like, it's like if you don't engage with thing, then you don't see the scene that it shows you, which may or may not be true. I don't know if it's actually consequential to anything. And then all of a sudden I get to the end, and it wants me to make all these decisions. and gives me multiple endings. And I'm like, I sort of just want it to, I don't want multiple endings. I want it to tell me the best story that it has for me. But this is like totally me talking before I've read it. So I could just like read it and completely reverse my opinion about it. So don't quote me or anything, because I'm basically like talking about something that I don't know anything about yet. Okay, we want to buy another potion too, because I used one. We will buy jewels that we can resell. And I don't need to buy power-ups yet, for reasons that we will learn. I'm going to buy an escape from the dungeon item, just in case. I can't buy an opal, which is the 100. So I guess I will buy a B-power, just to have something to spend the gold on. And we will see if we can get to the boss. I hope that I used the inn. Yes, I did. This dungeon is like kind of long, if my memory serves. So we'll go for it. Depending on how long it actually is, that I don't really remember very well. We may just get to the boss and may not make an attempt on it. We'll see. I guess it would be kind of a bummer to not make an attempt. I'm just trying to make these episodes not so damn long. It's only now occurring to me, because this happens to me every single episode, that I need to buy a taller chair. And it's because I've like talked about this. I've brought it up every time it happens to me while I'm recording. But once again, I'm like sitting on my leg, like it's folded underneath me. And my foot and leg have like fallen completely asleep. And I'm like, damn, if I had a taller chair, maybe I wouldn't be trying to like boost myself up a little bit while I am using the PC computer. We are opening all the chests. I do expect to run into a what's it? I think they're called tricks in this game. And I suppose a trick could bring our boss run to an end prematurely, but we're just gonna go for all the chests anyway, because I need the gold. I don't really want to go chair shopping. I think a chair is one of the most boring things you can buy. I really don't enjoy like buying furniture. I'm a little bit like interior. I mean, buying an office chair is not interior decorating, like at all. But I'm a little bit like interior decorating, apathetic, I guess. Like I have no taste. I don't know if I've talked about this on the video. Like I can't remember anything I've talked about, but the two things that I'm like, I have no taste about are shoes and interior decorating. And it isn't in like a I don't care way. Although I guess the result is that I don't care. But it's that you show me like shoes and I couldn't tell you which ones I liked. They're just, I can tell you ones that I don't like. So I guess that's like some kind of taste or could be described as taste. But usually the ones I don't like are so like stand out, like are so wild that I wouldn't describe it as like reasonable taste. It's more like one of these things is not like the others, and so I rule it out as a possibility. Here's our trick. That didn't hit us very hard. Sure makes me think this game is a lot easier than the 7th Saga. Okay, that was no issue at all. And I get really like upset shopping for shoes because it's like one of those things that I feel like I should have. Sorry to keep just randomly talking about the game. This is a protect seed, I think. Who do I want to have more defense? I think Lee just still, because I want him to absorb more hits. What was I saying? Oh, I get really upset shopping for shoes because it feels like, I'm like, I don't want to like humiliate myself by picking something that looks bad, but I just really, I have no taste. And not in a, I know that when someone says that, it sounds like, oh, you have bad taste, but I'm like, there is an absence of taste. And it's the same with like interior decorating. I can tell when something looks weird, or like really out there, and I wouldn't pick that for myself. But I also think like weird taste and like really out there taste is like cool. But because I have none, I wouldn't want to like go there because it's like making a statement that I don't feel because I feel nothing. You show me a couch and you've shown me every couch, right? It's very strange. It's not like I have no like aesthetic sensibility for other things. I like to look at art, such, but those things just they have no effect on me. Luckily, picking a new, taller office chair, it doesn't really matter what it looks like. I think those gamer chairs are very funny. I've heard they're ergonomically not very good for you. But I don't know if that's just like a contrarian, because it seems like they should be, right? Because that's what you're getting them for, is like a long gaming session. But I would never buy a branded gaming chair in a million years. Partially because I assume you're really paying for the name of the game on the chair, right? But what game would I get if I got a gamer chair? They unfortunately do not make Elnard gaming chairs, or Quest 64 gaming chairs. I guess my answer is probably like World of Warcraft. Like if I had to get one, if I had to get a gaming chair, I would probably pick like a horde World of Warcraft chair. Because I can't really, I'm like I wouldn't pick like a League of Legends one. Probably, because it would just be like the League of Legends logo that sort of, I mean, none of it means anything to me, but doesn't really matter. And those are the only ones I can really even think of that would have a chair. Who knows? Maybe the chair would elevate my ouch. Okay, that could have been bad. Oh, I moved my foot and now it is waking up and it, I can't say it hurts, but it doesn't feel good. It's like my whole leg too. Whew. I'm just holding very, very still. Maybe you can have like a gaming chair custom made. Like I could slap an Elnard graphic on there, but I assume not, because then there would be like copyright issues or something. Okay, I do not remember my way through this cave apparently. Which could be bad news. Our resources are not high. Oof, that could have been bad. Because now we're burning through potions. Because they hit too hard to just use the water rune, unless there's only one of them. Perspective on these spiders is so funny. Like, I understand what they're supposed to look like, sort of, but it sort of looks like they are standing up tall on their front four legs with their back four legs like up in the air behind them. But I don't think that's what it's supposed to be. Okay, we've got another trick. Should be fine, judging by the other one. I'm out of mana, so we'll hit defend on Asuna. We'll actually just start using her as like a heal bot with the water rune. No problem. And those guys have a lot of experience points, so that is definitely worth it. Oh, there's two of them. That's brutal, game makers. Ouch. So I'm gonna heal up Lee just because I think that Asuna has higher magic resist. I can't remember if I defended last turn, so I'm just gonna hit defend again. We're gonna water rune Asuna and then attack with Legis and hope to get, okay. I'm like strategizing, doesn't matter at all. We will heal. Oh, I don't have any mana. So we'll use an antidote. So I think we're almost there. So this cave isn't as long as I remember. I've never known what these like weird like blue things are. We just passed a bunch of them. They went by super fast. I don't know what they are. Here we are in Fay-tuh Castle. It's very annoying because I think that there's like a lot of treasure, or at least there's some treasure here, except there's no crystal ball, so you can't like see where the chests are. Now I wonder, who could this terrible boss be that has taken over the castle and brought misery to the people of Fay-tuh? Power seed, use on lieges. Okay. I also can never make my way around this castle. So I'm sorry if I walk in some circles. Oh no, it's Wilmy, one of the other playable characters. Also very funny that his naked butt is out, because he has like a loincloth or something in, in the 7th saga. So we're gonna talk to him. Soon, I've been waiting for you. I knew you would come someday. Are you still looking for the runes? Forget about them and join me here. We'll have so much power together, and you can do whatever you want. So we're gonna say yes to this. Good, we will share the power and fortune, because it does nothing except it unlocks the front door to the castle, so we can go back and heal and buy potions and then walk back in through the front door and fight him. So that's why we say yes there. Now the challenge is going to be finding the front door. And then I'm gonna have to come back into the castle through the front door, and I will not remember how to get to the throne room again. It's my legendary sense of direction. I gotta play a game that requires no sense of direction. Or has a map. Be good. Something cool about this is that now that we've said yes, all of the people in the town just have ellipses when you talk to them, except the innkeeper, who doesn't care. We'll do an attempt on the boss. I have talked about it a little bit, I'm sure, but in the 7th saga, this is like the hardest fight in the game, along with another one that is, spoilers, the same situation, one of the other playable characters. And you can't out-level it because the playable characters level alongside you. And the reason it's so hard is because of the scaling. This is an agility seed, which we're gonna use. Who do we want to be fast? Probably Legis again, because if we have a choice between one of them getting hit, we want it to be Legis. So we're gonna be lining up more attacks on him. And so we want him to dodge more. That makes sense. Yeah, so because of the scaling, I can't remember which way it went. Either the player character was nerfed or the other characters were buffed, but the enemy playable character just like outscales you forever. So you just like have to get kind of lucky. Like lucky with dodges and stuff. This game is so swingy though that you're really just trying to line up a good fight for one of you to get like 2 hits in, because everything hurts so bad and you hurt stuff so bad. So you just want to, it's just like playing rock, paper, scissors. Or I guess more like flipping a coin, is what I mean. I didn't need to sleep. Again, I'm on complete autopilot here. It's more like flipping a coin and just seeing who dodges, who lands a crit, if there are crits in this game, which I'm not even sure that there are, because I don't know anything. I'll buy a couple bead protects while we're here. I am not going to bother buying gems before I do this fight, because I'm going to save scum it. I will not save scum this game except for these 2 fights against the other playable characters. The other thing about this is that it 1v1s you, so you can only fight with your starter character. I believe there is a trick where you can kill your starter character on purpose and then go into the fight with your secondary character and then use a revive during the fight to 2v1. We will not be doing that, because I think we should be fine. Hey, I made it back really easily. Okay, I'm gonna save my state here real quick. Save game position. All right, we'll see how it goes. Did you change your mind? If your answer is no, I won't let you leave here alive. Just like every other part of this game so far, playing it instead of 7 Saga, I wonder if this is just gonna be really easy. That hurt. I'm gonna use B agility to try to dodge some attacks. That went pretty well. He dodged though, which is a bummer. I have no idea how much that magic attack would do to me. We hit him for 69 damage, nice. The agility is really paying off here. I think that Wilmy's pretty fast. But I'm sure, like, even if this is gonna be a lot easier than in 7 Saga, I'm sure you can see the kind of coin flippy nature of this fight, right? Because we're both just dodging a bunch and hitting each other for like 1/3 of our HP, except for, I think in the 7 Saga, you typically do, the enemy will do like half of your HP, and you do considerably less damage to them. I think this fight is harder as Asuna. Like, she's very powerful, but, I think this guy would probably die in like 2 attacks from Legis, like 2 defended attacks, whereas we're just like stuck doing this back and forth forever. I also forgot that they heal, which is sort of annoying. I don't know how many times they'll do it. Apparently more than once. So we're out of mana, which is a problem. I didn't really stock up on mana items because I expected this to really be fast. Like, I thought that we were either gonna die really fast or boss was gonna die really fast. So we might be switching. The thing is, I don't know how many times it's gonna heal. And do you think the blue on its head is hair, or is it like an exposed brain? Because I think that the art in the 7th Saga, like booklet, shows it as like an exposed brain. Ooh, that was a crit, I think. We will use a potion 3. Potion 2 probably would have just healed us to full, but... the other thing I don't actually know about this game, is if, you're like temporary... I really was thinking about gambling on a, on just throwing an ice one and seeing if you just died, but I decided to play it safe. What I don't know is if you're like temporary buffs, like the defense up, etc., if they go away during a battle or if they last for the entire battle. It seemed like all my stuff wore off. Soon I got the star rune. Okay, well, we did it. Pretty good. I'm glad we didn't spend any more time leveling. And we got through probably one of the hardest bosses in the game. So good progress, and I will see you next time.